Oh, we got music?
Not my intro.
Hey, I didn't know you had the intro music.
Yeah. Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LA baby who running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again, yeah. State your name, they been dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Soon as sinking away, cause I got big racks coming up.
I like that, DC.
I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffee. Money clip I tossed it, I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah, LA baby who running with. Yeah, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. Bitch, I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, bitch. I'm broke if you ask it. Don't gotta sell it, most of y'all is flawless. Broken wishes longer than it's foreign. Heard you want it cause the year's enormous. What's an ass? Since she isn't gorgeous. Live my life last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest. Do not know when knocking on the door. This came in, I came in. Did it like the Porsches coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win. Yeah, LA baby who running with. Yeah, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Okay, alright. Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LA baby who running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10, yeah.
What's up, Bomb Squad and Soul Squad? For the replay people that come back and watch the replay, I got special guest Soulfult.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Make sure y'all hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Please share the video. Please share the video. Share the live stream. Share everything. We got a pretty topic on here, a hot topic on here. Well, the name ain't showing. Your name not showing on here. What's going on? Where is that?
Cracking my bone.
Don't do that. That sound painful.
Actually, I need to go to a good masseuse.
You know, I never been to either one, so I don't know.
Me either. That's why I
don't want them touching me.
Girl, they could touch me. They could crack all my bones.
Wait a minute, that's part of my notes.
Let's call somebody professional. This chick still taking notes.
Yeah, right. I got people paid because I know what happens. You lose all train of thoughts in the middle of a
girl. Me too.
Yeah, make sure y'all share the live stream. Please share the live stream because this is a topic that just been an ongoing topic that I've been wanting to talk about. You know, for like 2 months now.
Yeah,
it's been months. We're not gonna be really focusing on the chat right now. But I'm sorry to hear what happened to your uncle, Shamita. Sorry to hear that. Anyway, how you doing, Sofa T? I just got off the couch.
I'm doing fine, but you know what? Like I just said, that I feel like I might be coming down with something. The throat a little sore, and I'm about to, we get finished on here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and drink me some hot tea. I'm not feeling too right. But other than that, life is good.
Life is good.
Yes, it is.
All the time. Got to be. All right, so I messed up somewhere on here.
I mess up all the time.
Wait a minute. Hold on, let me type this in here. One second. There you go. I'm pretty quick with that. All right, so anyway, we about to talk about how grieving of a lost one. Grieving the loss of a lost one. Loved one, my bad. I'm all tongue twisted all
That's why
up.
you got Lisa in the background. She got you.
She got me.
She got you.
Grieving the
Hey,
loss of a
Lisa.
loved. It's like a tongue. It's like a tongue twister, you know.
You gotta kind of say it. Yeah.
Grieving the loss of grieving the loss of a loved one.
Yes.
There you go. Good Lord, that was hard to do. Hey, I got it though. So we only
You
gonna
got
be
it,
here
Deborah.
an hour, and we want to talk about this important topic because you never know if someone else going through the same thing what we're going through. You know, it's sad that we have to go through this, but everybody gonna have to go through this in life one day. Everybody chooses, you know, they grieve differently, you know, so everybody don't grieve the same.
Right.
So we're gonna talk about it because somebody might be going through what we going through and don't know how to deal with it or can't deal with it or we can't deal with it, you know. So they not alone. Let's say that.
Right.
They not alone. So let's go ahead and start this. Make sure my dog is eating. All of a sudden, he wants to eat food right beside me. So if you hear something, that's him.
Okay.
How have things been with your family and friends since your mom passed?
I'm as supportive. You know, you still get those phone calls since it's been almost, not quite a year yet, but past 6 months. So just supportive. Her brothers call me and check in on us and see how we doing. And family is just still supportive. Because it's fresh, it's new, and I don't think the feeling of the loss will ever go away. Sometimes I think it even get more intense on certain days, depending on myself or how I'm feeling. But oh no, it just been a lot of support and from family and friends, and it's back to just the showing up. That's matters. So that helps a whole lot.
And not to go back, I should have asked, what day did your mom pass?
August the 12th of 2021.
Okay. And my mom passed August 29th, 2021.
Yeah.
So we like, going through the
Right
same.
there.
Right there.
Yeah.
So you saying your family's more supportive.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, so on my side, we have a lot of family members. When it comes to support, I can say my sister.
Okay.
Back, me and my sister weren't really close. We've been 100% close now. So,
Right. That changed. Yeah.
And my mom saw that because she always say, "I just want y'all to, be close again." And she saw that when she was, before she passed, that it was, we were getting more closer and doing things together. But as far as family, I don't see that.
Oh wow. Okay.
I don't see that. I seen it. I seen them, during the funeral and arrangement.
Beginning, yeah.
In the beginning part. Well, no, I seen them like at the funeral when doing the funeral because
Okay.
the arrangements and stuff was based on me and my siblings, my brothers and my sister.
Right.
And my
Same
dad,
here. My brothers and sisters, we had to do that
my
too.
dad. We all did that on our own,
Right.
We didn't have all that. My family came through for like church, for the choir, and that type of stuff.
Right.
But as far as afterwards, I don't get calls, or we don't get calls from family members.
Oh wow.
Saying, how y'all doing? Like what you just said. We don't get that.
Yeah.
It's just amongst each other, like, my sister, my brothers, boys, they do their thing and whatever. They cope everything. So, and then my dad, he calls me for everything. So it's like, I'm like,
you that person now, girl.
I know, right? Like, what is going on? So I struggle, it's a struggle trying to make sure, because I'm the oldest, make sure he all right. He needs this and he that. But I'm not used to nobody calling me for everything. It's like, I tell people I don't have gray hairs yet, but it's like, ooh, I don't have them things. I don't have them problems. But, and and it's like I feel like they're gonna be coming soon.
Honey, girl, I had them before, and I just got them even more now. But I would tell you too, the dynamics of my family is that we're a close knit family. We always been that way, and my uncles and them used to always touch in even prior to my mom. When she got sick, they were touching in, and then it's just like now with everything that has happened, it's like I hear from them more than ever. We always had the type of family that calls and check in on you. I mean, so I'm always used to getting a phone call from one of my mother's brothers, and how you doing, what you been up to, niece, and all that other stuff. But now, since my mom been gone, it's like the phone calls are all more on a regular basis, just to see, calling y'all, see how you doing, how you feeling today. So I appreciate those phone calls. So it's really not nothing new. It's just that they're coming more frequently than they used to. But I have always been used to my family, doing a check-in, because that's just who we are as a unit. So we always support each other, even though, don't get me twisted, they crazy, okay? But they always picked up the phone to see how you doing. It's just like now, it's like I think they're like her brothers trying to do what, since my mom isn't here anymore. So they trying to do what my mom would have dad do. Call, check in, see what you doing, how you feeling, you need anything. And they're my uncles. So yeah, I take the phone call, I listen, I talk, and and I ask them how they doing, because that was their sister, and they had a bond. And so it's just that the phone calls have increased even more, and it's something that I always been used to with them.
Oh, okay. See, I mean, I wish that was on my side, but I can't even say that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, what was a particular time that you can recall that was a special, that was joyful with your mom?
Oh man, me and my mom on holidays, barbecues, picnics. Those were the time that the joyful moments with my mother. Because we cook.
Right.
My mom showed me how to cook. She really didn't teach me. I was just in the kitchen hanging around as a young kid. But excuse me, I told you I'm not feeling good. But the most important and the most memorable memories that I have of my mom is that the kitchen. No matter where we live at, we were always in the kitchen. Every holiday, every 4th of July, every barbecue, every this, every that. And then too, I was my mom go-to person. I really miss the sleepovers. Me and my mom used to have sleepovers. And my
Wow.
mom constantly stayed at my house. And that's what I think I miss the most, more than us being together in the kitchen. I miss our sleepovers. My mom used to come to my house on the weekends, and shoot, she may stay a month. She come for a weekend, she end up staying a month. So, I miss
Wow.
her cussing my sons out, saying, "Oh, y'all do y'all mother, y'all need to do better by y'all." I mean, I just miss all of that. So I really miss our weekends, our watching movies together. She was a horror movie fanatic. She loved horror movies. And I miss our weekends together. The summer party sleepovers. That was special, because her and Ted didn't do that. That was something that me and her shared.
Right.
Coming to my house and never leaving.
See, I get that because
That's
my
for sure,
mom.
Tracy. My cousin in the background said that's for damn sure. That's it. Knew my mother. If you couldn't find my mother at home, mama, you knew where my mother was. This go over Tanya's. I call Tanya. She ain't home. She at Tanya's house.
See, my thing was my mom. I used to calling her like 3, 4 times a day, and if something happened, it could be personal or whatever. I would,
Right.
I would call her and say, "Mom, guess what? So blah blah blah." So, cause she was like my go-to person, no matter
Right.
what. It can be real personal, like anything. She was sleeping with so and so, that type of thing. So,
Right.
that was my go-to all day, every day. Ever since I moved out the house when I was 25. So,
Oh
and
wow.
yeah, so it's like it's kind of hard. Like when something happened, I want to pick the phone up and say, "Mom," and then I
Yeah.
be like, I know she's seeing what happened, but but I want to
Yeah.
tell her and have her come back and say something about, or if something going on in my life, I want to call her and say, "Ma, this happened. How should I handle this?" You know, I got Lisa, but it's something about your mom when you can call her and ask her opinions or what do you think about this and that, you know. So that's my thing right now. I'm going through when I
Well,
can't.
you know, I still do that because, you know, I believe in, you know, life after death as far as like, you know, that they're still here, they're still watching over us, they're still protecting us. So what I do, like, I got a picture of my mom. I kiss my mother about 50 times a day on my telephone. Every time I pick my phone up and my mother's sitting there, I kiss my mother picture, tell how much I miss her. Every time my phone ring and I pick it up, my mother picture there, I kiss my mother all day long on my damn telephone. I might be crazy, I don't know. And I talk to her, you know. So if I still want advice or I still going through something, I be sitting on the edge of my bed and I literally will hold a conversation. No, I'm not getting the feedback, but it just felt good to get it off my chest. So I still you know, talk to her. I think right now I talk to her even more than I did when she was here, as far as like, hey, do you think I should do this, or you think I should do that, or oh, you know what's going on. I think I'm communicating with her more than I did before she was even gone. And that's crazy, but it's like because I know she's not here, so I can't pick up that telephone and call her and get her opinion. So I think the conversations are more and more ongoing now, because it's like you need your mom for everything. Even when you thought you didn't, you realize that, damn, I needed her. I need this talk. Who I'm gonna go to? So I still hold my conversation. I still talk to her, and you know, I don't think it's ever gonna go anywhere. I think that's just who I am at this point when it comes to her.
Okay, so another question is because I know I still have my moments, and it can be like twice a week, 3 times a week, 1 time a week, or however, you know, because like I said, me and her was so tight, and you know, and she knew it because she, you know, if she don't hear from me, something ain't right, you know.
Right.
So we talked on a regular. So my question to you, because you, I don't know what helps. What is the word I'm trying to use? What help you? How do you cope with your sadness?
I cry. I cry. I mean, it's no other way to say it. I'm not gonna say that I don't. I cry. My kids walk upon me and my son look at me, you thinking about grandma? I said, yeah. I cry. That's how I cope with my sadness. I cry. I mean, it's good to get it out because it's what's going on, it's how I'm feeling. And so yeah, I still have good days, I have bad days, but I have noticed that the good days are being more and more frequent than the bad days. But I get caught up in moments because I
Right,
still don't believe, you know, I'll be like, man, I don't believe this sugar honey iced tea.
right,
And you know, and then I get slapped, and then next thing you know, a teardrop. So I don't, the moments are, they there, but I can't say how many I had because I never know when it's going to hit me. I never know when that sadness come over me. It just happens.
right.
Anything could trigger it, and it just happens.
So okay, yeah, because that's me. Like I can be like laying down, you know, just wake, you know, from sleeping all night, and then I can wake up bawling, like I want to, I need to talk to her, or she's not here.
Man,
I can't believe she's gone, you know. And
right.
how my mom was 74. I don't know how old your mom was.
She was 70.
70. Yeah, my mom was 74, so it was like she still had some time here, you know.
A whole bunch of time. Yes.
But I knew she been in pain for a long time,
Yeah.
you know. But even though she was in pain, she never showed it. She was a strong lady. She always how you call it, up and go to the casino, go to church. I mean, she was constantly doing stuff. She made a lot of
Right.
videos. She didn't want to be in the videos, but she did the videos. Come on, let's do this video. Get it over with.
Oh, trust me, I know my mother loved the limelight. So
You know?
my mother had following. She loved Mama Jackie. She loved the limelight. So yes, I know about the videos.
Yeah, so
Yes.
she would get in them and be like, how long it's gonna be? I'm like, we got it. You know, I got a playlist of all her videos she was in, but
Oh,
I
okay.
have not yet like sat down and watched them. because I don't feel ready to. As much
Yeah,
as
I do watch.
I put it on, but then I turn it off because then I get caught up, you know, in my feelings.
Yeah.
So I find it difficult sometimes to, you know, because I know they there and the video
Right.
there. So I just like, I'm not ready to watch this yet. But I just wonder, you said you do watch.
Yeah, because my mom, may she rest in peace, poor baby, she didn't know how to work a cell phone. We still got her cell phone, but she never had a voicemail, or her voice is not recorded anywhere. And even though in my brain, in my memory, I could still hear her, but it's nothing like hearing her. So I watch the videos. I am so grateful that I had these videos, because anytime I want to hear her laughter or see her smile or hear her voice, I had the opportunity to go to my YouTube library and I could do that. You know, we were not really a family doing personal home recordings or things on the telephone. And so, and like I said, she didn't know how to set up a voicemail on her phone, and we never got around to it. So it's just an automated system. So I thank God every day that I put her in my videos, because now when I have a memory and I just want to look at her, I go to my videos. I stir at them. They may even make me cry, but I'm glad that I have them because I can hear her voice. And I love the videos with my granddaughters. I miss that interaction with them and her. So I thank God for the videos. Sometimes I think the videos are my lifeline.
Right. Me and my sister came up with an idea, and I'm gonna give you our idea because I like to share my thoughts and things with other people, especially at this moment right now. Take your phone, record something on your and this for anybody in the chat. Record something on a video like her laughter or something. Have that voice put into a Build-A-Bear.
Oh, okay. I don't know. That might creep me the fuck out. I see what you're saying, but I cannot. And I'm sorry for cussing. That's the first thing.
You right.
That might creep me out. I'm looking, and next thing I see a bear, and I'm like, what? I don't know.
No, you gotta squeeze it to make it talk.
that sounds. I don't know. I don't know. I might freak myself out with that.
You all creepy self. Yeah, you get a nice teddy bear voice inside of, and it only works if you squeeze it. It's not like it just automatically starts talking.
I see where you're going with it, but girl, my brain just went somewhere else. I'll be laying down. I'll be like, what the? No,
it's not a Chucky doll.
Like a Chucky doll. No. But I'm glad that some people could do that, and it's something that you can do. But I don't think I would do that one, because I think I would freak out, man.
Wow. Well, my mom liked red, so I just put on red for the show right now for the
Yep. Mom's favorite color funeral was red and black. My mom's favorite color is red too.
Yeah, my mom loved red, so I threw red on for her. I never really wore red like that, but I've been wearing it for a while now since she passed. All right, what's the hardest thing for you right now since she's been gone? What is the hardest thing? Like
my achievements. She's not here for a lot of things, upcoming things that she wanted to be part of. Because I just realized the other day when I was asking T about my meet and greet. Oh, and I did not know, but this date was set prior, a year and a half prior to my mom leaving us. And it will be my mom's 1 year anniversary. The weekend of the 12th, that Friday, and the meet and greet is the 13th and the 14th. And I didn't realize it until yesterday when I said, oh my God. And so it will be, and my mom wanted to be there. She wanted to meet all the Soul Squad members. She loved them so much. And I just realized the other day that will be the weekend of her 1 year anniversary. So I don't know if I'm a struggle or I can't postpone it. It was something that's already, locked in dates and stuff. It was prior way prior of discussion before her passing. So Tia was like, she not sure she's gonna be there. And I was like, why you ain't come to my meet and greet? She said, Tanya, that's the 12th. And I said, oh my God. I said, I didn't even think about the date, but like I said, it was something that was prearranged maybe a year and a half prior to this whole my mom's whole leaving us. And I just thought about it. I was like, wow. When I had my meet and greet on August the 13th and 14th, that Friday the 12th will make it a year. And so I'm gonna do my best. Of course, I'm gonna pay tribute to her that weekend. I'm gonna have her there with me, and I'm just gonna do my best to make through it, because I know if she was here, she would want to be there. She wanted to meet a lot of them. So, I don't know what to expect, but I'm just gonna still do what I was, that's what I miss
Yeah,
about her.
you only human, so I mean, if it happens, it happens. Everybody will be there for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
Everybody will be there for you. So
Yeah.
And then, like you said, she might not want you to postpone it if you already had it set.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a lot right there. I understand.
Yeah.
So are you mad? Do you find yourself mad because they are gone?
Oh, girl, yeah, I'm mad at the world. Sometimes I'm mad at God. You know, I am, especially at the beginning, because I had no understanding. I'm mad at cancer. I'm mad at doctors. I'm mad at disease. I'm mad that it exists. But that's all human reactions about things, because at the end of the day, these are all things we can't control. And sometimes I was oh man, I was furious at God. But then I had to realize my mom was in pain, she was hurting, you know what I'm saying? And he did what was best for her. And at the end of the day, it was all about what was best for her. And I couldn't take away her pain. Man couldn't take away her pain. He was able to do that. And so I had to learn how to forgive, and learn how to have faith in him. And so that's why I said I'm on this totally different journey on my faith with him, and learning and understanding the things that I can't control, I cannot, worry about. And just putting things in his hands and following his footsteps. So yeah, at the beginning I was so mad. I cursed him and wanted to know why. Why would you do this? But eventually, I just I got to understand it. Understood why he did what he did. That was his child, and he did not want her to suffer. What parent want their child to suffer? You know what I'm saying? So I had to come with grips with it, and I no longer was mad. I understood. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so then that allowed me to be reintroduced to my faith, into the belief of who he is as our God, as our creator. So that whole thing, my mom death allowed me to get back close to him, to make me walk different, to think different, and to have more faith in him.
Yeah, I don't think I was mad. I think more or less, I don't know how to describe it, because it was like, me personally, she was diagnosed with cancer back in 2012.
Okay.
And then she was admitted in the hospital like about 2000. When did you move? It was just before Lisa moved out here. Like a year later, she was in the hospital and she almost didn't make it. So God allowed her to stay with us since 2012 to 2021.
Right.
And she was going through a lot, but like I said, she was still living her life like nothing was wrong.
Right.
You know, my thing, I just explained to Lisa the other day, because I guess nobody was getting why I feel the way I feel, because I talk to her every day. And this particular day, she was like, I can't, she wasn't getting her breathing right. She was on oxygen and she couldn't get the oxygen thing wasn't working right. And the last thing I remember telling her was, Ma, you need to go to the hospital if that oxygen tank not even working either.
Right.
And it was the same day me and my sister was going to the Commanders football team game.
Okay.
And she was like, all right, I'm going to the hospital. But that night she went to the hospital. My
Excuse
sister
me.
was there with her. My sister was with her that night. Let's go back. She was with her that night, and I was supposed to go the next day because I had my bags at the door to take with me, to go to be with her the next night. My sister stayed the first night. That
Right.
Sunday, we went to the game, and then she was like, "Don't bring nothing. Don't come out here because due to COVID, they wasn't allowing people, to go in, and we was trying to make sure my
Yeah.
dad was there. My dad went, so that allowed him to go while we were at the game. And all I only thing that bothers me to this day
Mm-hmm.
is that
Excuse
I
me.
didn't get that chance. You better get some cough syrup like I got.
Yeah, I said it. I feel like I'm getting sick. I feel it in my throat. You know how you can feel you getting sick,
I already
and
know
you
I
gotta
got the
get.
status cold already. Yeah, but my thing is I didn't get the chance to go be with her or spend no time with her.
Mhm.
Where when it was my time to go, it was too late. Only
Right.
thing I heard her say was they finally she called us
Give
when
me
we
that
was on
water.
our way to the hospital.
That water.
When they called us, when she called us on the way to the second hospital, she finally got an ambulance because they was waiting for an ambulance to take her to the hospital that can treat her to help her. But
Right.
it took all day and night. So she was like, the ambulance is finally here. That's the last words I heard from her.
Oh wow.
And the next day, that's when she passed. So that was hurting me
Yeah.
because I didn't get the chance like my sister and my dad when it was my turn.
Yeah. That was for me too. I didn't get the chance to be with my mom either because my sister, when they had told us from the nursing home, and we went up to the hospital on the 11th. They told us, you guys we know it's COVID, but the doctors from the emergency room had called us and told us that you may want to bring your family up here. And it was like they said, so they said we'll allow, because they wasn't allowing people into the emergency rooms and all that stuff, but they would say we will allow. So they said you may want to bring your family to whoever may want to see her. And I was like, so why? What you mean by that? I knew what he meant, but I didn't want to admit that I knew what he meant. It was like he was calling last call. And so everybody went, all my kids, my grandchildren, everybody went. And then that all of us go back there individually. I'm not sure if she recognized us, but she did because we talked to her. She was able to squeeze our hand and stuff. And it, and then when my sister saw her last that night, and I was supposed to went up the next day, and it wasn't the next day, and so I didn't get to see her. And so I feel what you're saying about taking a turn and going up to the hospital because my sister was there that morning of the 11th, and I just didn't get to see her. Didn't when I was supposed to go that next day before and didn't couldn't do it because it was she left us.
Yeah, see, that's when we went. Well, when that same day she they had her on machines.
Hmm.
And the machines wasn't doing nothing for her. So that's when they had the whole family come up there so they can take the machines off of her. And that was the worst thing I ever seen.
Yeah.
Now I hear about that stuff, you see it on TV, but to be present of your loved one hooked up to machines that's not really doing nothing for them, and then they just unplug everything after they get the okay, to unplug it because it wasn't nothing was working.
Right.
And I remember my sister saying, because my sister's a nurse, you know, she's a retired nurse, but she was like, Mom been gone. They just had the machines on there. She been gone. I seen it. And I think that's what really gets me, you know, not having that chance to talk to her and was supposed to go spend the night with her. My bag stayed at that door for a long time.
Mm.
I couldn't even find myself to unpack it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, I wanted to, talk about this because I feel like sometimes, in my head, I remember telling her, Ma, don't you leave me. I don't know how I'm going to do this without you. Don't you leave me. I used to tell her that all the time. She like, I'm going to have to leave you one day. I'm like, no, you can't leave me here by myself.
Is Fruit Loops any good? No.
So it's like, she left me and I try to deal with it, every day. But it's always something that reminds me of her, So, like you said, you got a picture of your mom. This is my mom every day, right here on my phone. Every day I got green screen up, so it ain't gonna show right. So, she's I see her there. Her pictures upstairs when I go upstairs. You know, I haven't looked at the videos like I said, but one day I'm gonna try to look at the videos. But I hurt every day. But being strong for the family, because I'm the oldest, is a lot built up inside of me where I can't. And when I do let it loose, it just, I mean, it's real tight, because when you trying to make sure your sister fine, you're trying to make sure your dad is okay, then you got the brothers, and then we don't have that outside support of family that we supposed to have.
Right.
And my mom was the backbone. She was the strongest woman that made sure all of us was doing good.
Right.
So when I want to call and be like, I be want to say, Dad need this, Dad. He keep calling me, Mom. Why he keep calling me for everything? You know? You saw when I was on your stream yard.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm happy that you do have family.
Yeah, most definitely. Because
We have family too, but our family's in Texas and Louisiana, and we have some here. Our first cousins and aunt uncles, but we don't have that.
right. I
That's
mean, 'cause that's important. That support. It's so important. Even if you don't think you need it, it's good to know that it's there. You know.
And then Lisa was asking me that I should go. What's that thing you told me? The agreement.
Oh yeah, counseling to group and group and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just very like I miss her.
Oh, trust me, I know.
I miss her. And like I said, I don't know who else. People go through stuff. Don't take your family, especially your mom and dad. Don't take them for granted because they not promised. It's like you not promised the day of tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. We got something.
Hmm?
I know this your channel. We got something else to talk about.
What happened?
I said we got something else to talk about.
No, I gotta talk about it because I didn't know nobody else been through. People. How you say it, babe? You didn't know it. You thought you were the only. I feel like I'm the only one going through this.
You feel like the only person that is going through. You feel like the only person that is going through this. Nobody else can understand how you're feeling.
And that's when you're going through anything emotional, because even with life situations, not even just with losses and death, it's just like anything traumatic in your life that you go through, you always feel like, why me, and always me, and you don't never feel like in that moment that no one else could be in this much pain, or no one could be hurting this much, or no one else could have this less, be so unfortunate than I am. But at the end of the day, there are always people who is just as equally as unfortunate, or as equally going through as much pain and loss as you're going through. But when you're going through it by yourself, and you're going through it in that moment, it feel like it's just only you. But trust and believe, you're not alone. You are not alone. But when you're going through it, baby, it's like everybody else is blocked out. It's like it's just you in that moment, and you can't even fathom that no one else is going through this. But it's a lot of people go through what we go through on an everyday basis, and we are not alone. And that's a good idea that Lisa suggests. Like maybe you need to go to group or therapy or something, to speak with other people. Grief, it's called grief counseling. Grief counseling, and so that you can get that support that you're looking for.
Yeah, because it's like I say, it's very hard. I might do videos and blog, and because that's like my go-to thing,
Right.
to like keep busy and try to do stuff, bypass my time. What is it? Like to keep busy.
Right.
Or I play video games with people online and stuff, and do stuff to
Right.
occupy my time. But when my downtime, I can be driving in the car, and my mind is all over the place. But it's I just got to keep busy, because if I don't, then I'm brought down into this sadness.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not selfish or anything, because I knew she was suffering and she was in pain. But in the same token, it's like my other side saying she left me,
Right.
And I never seen her, It was like, and then what else bothers me is like she couldn't breathe, and I'm telling her to go to the doctor. When I was like, what if I didn't tell her to go to the doctor? Would she still be here if I wouldn't have told her to go to the doctor?
Right.
But then
That's the one thing that you have to come to grips with first. You never told me that before.
Yeah.
That's the one thing you have to come to grips with first. There was absolutely, positively, in no way, shape, or form, anything your fault. Because had she not gone to the doctor, there are millions of scenarios, what ifs, and would, shoulda, coulda. But you can't dwell on those because you can't know. But I know for a fact that you had absolutely nothing to do with the outcome of this situation. And you have to sit it yourself and come to grips with that. If she hadn't went to the hospital, what if? Because what ifs are killing you. I wish you told me that. I wish you told me
that. Yeah.
Because that's completely different. Because not only are you grieving, but you're feeling at fault. You can't feel at fault for something that you had no control over. You have no control over life or death of somebody else unless you take in their life or bringing them into the world. Those are the only two times. Other than that, your thoughts and words, you have no control over that, baby.
Yeah.
And you got to find that somewhere in you.
That what you said. The guilt of feeling like you did something wrong is holding you back from grieving the loss. You gotta figure out that guilt. It's not yours. You gotta give it away. You gotta put it back. That's not yours. It has nothing to do with the situation. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Lisa jumped in. She was like, she gonna say what she gotta say.
I'm sorry. I didn't know if you'd have said something, I'd been like, oh, we can talk about it, because that's different. You know what I'm saying? It's
just
called survivor's guilt. And even so, it doesn't even apply in this situation, because it's not like you were in a car accident or something like that. People have that. You had no control over that, baby. And I know that the feeling of the loss of somebody that was your entire world feels like you'll never get over it. And you probably what you learn to add it to a part of your life. Instead of thinking about her being gone, add her to your life now. This is just a different reality. It's just like when you go from being single to being married, or go from being not having kids to a parent. It changes your reality. Everything that's the greatest part of your mom is still you. And at some point, and this goes for anybody, you have to figure out how to integrate them back into your life. Because they left behind the legacy that you want to honor. And it takes time. And never feel like you're on a timetable, because you're not. This is how long it takes you to grieve and be sad. That's how long you're supposed to grieve and be sad. Don't ever feel like you're supposed to be fast for somebody else. I started losing my parents when I was 5 years old. So that's why I am the way I am.
Yeah.
And my grandmother always took me to funerals, because I was raised by an older Black lady in the South. And when somebody passed away, it was no me staying at home or somebody watching me and not go to the funeral. I was going to funerals as a kid. So I learned how to be quiet in those times. But as soon as I was an adult, I never went to another funeral. So
yeah, I understand. I hear everything I say, but DC, I think I gotta go. I know your show not over, but I'm kind of too emotional to finish. So I think I gotta go. I thought I made it do this, but
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay. Trust me. It's okay.
I think I gotta go. And I apologize. I really do. So I see you later.
All right. Thank you for coming through.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
It's almost been an hour.
It's almost been out. Yeah. It's okay. She trying to hold it in like me. I can't.
Yeah, I just like I don't think
It's just hard.
yeah, I gotta go.
All right, take it easy. I'm gonna drop you off. Anyway, I'm here. I understand what she's saying, because it is very it's a very emotional topic, and I get it, and it's very hard. Like I tell people, I miss my mom. I miss her so much. I miss her so much. And I'm sure, if you lost someone, you also miss your loved one or whoever that left you in the world. But it's hard. It is hard. Anybody else want to get on the panel that might be going through this same thing? Or you might want to share some words, encouragement, something. You can click on the link. Click on the link for me, please, and help me out. I'm gonna push all these buttons. Let me get this off here. Yeah, but I lost my mom as well. I never felt a pain so deep. You right, it's really hard. Lexi Lee said, "Yeah, it's hard, especially if you're used to talking to them on a regular, everyday basis. Like me, I would talk to my mom first thing in the morning, afternoon, the evenings, and if we miss a call, we'd be like, "Hey, you didn't check on me today," you know." And sometimes we find it difficult because it's like when you accustomed and used to doing something so much and all the time, then it's come to a complete stop. And the difficult time is when I have to actually go over there to the apartment with her and my dad share, and everything is like she left it. My dad cleans up. When I go in there, he say, "You think I did a good job?" I say, "Yep, everything is the way she would do it." He cleans up, vacuum, do everything. But as I sit over there, I'll be sitting there waiting for her to come around the corner, you know, or laying in her bed when you walk through the door. She get up every 5 minutes. I'll be like, if you don't sit down, she would get up and go in there and fix you something to eat. She would always go in there and fix you something to eat. And what's the crazy part is when she go in there and fix you something to eat, you better eat because she gonna make sure you ate. And then the day, right after I got off of Soulfult T's channel, my dad popped up with a plate of food. He drove 45 minutes to an hour drive to bring me a plate of food that he made from the house. He had potato salad, greens, and some other stuff that I put in the refrigerator that I'm gonna eat because I haven't ate lunch or breakfast. And it kind of not freaked me out, but it was like, this is something Mom would do. This is something Mom would do. I don't know what it just kind of that was just odd. It was just you never fix no plate of food, nothing. That's something she would do.
You hadn't been down there to see him and y'all was talking. I think that it's hard because you never know from day to day what you're going to be feeling.
Click on that link, babe, and just close the thing on. Cause you sound far. Yeah, you're right, Lexi. You're right. Now I'm gonna tell you something. My sister called me this morning, and she was like, "You ain't gonna never believe this." So me, no, my sister, I was thinking, I was thinking. Hold on, pause.
I got it. I dropped it down.
I was thinking all kinds of stuff that she might have been calling. She like, no, you're not gonna believe this. Now she got 2 sons. I was thinking somebody pregnant.
That would have been a whole different call.
She already got one grandbaby. I was like, somebody pregnant? I was thinking all kinds of things, right? So she said, I'm going to share my screen on my phone. I'm like, okay. So she shared the screen on her phone to me. And what I saw was like, you know, when you see something, she on here, she laughing. I swear I thought she was calling to tell me, well, when she said it, I was thinking somebody was pregnant because she was like, it's not this and not that. So I was like, I'm not gonna say it though, because I don't want to jinx nobody. But I was like, that's the first thing popped in my head. So I'm sitting there like, uh-oh, somebody pregnant. But it wasn't that. So she said, let me share my screen. So she shared my screen with me, guys. She shared her screen with me. She got a text message from a phone. From a phone. Not any phone, but my mom's phone. Keep in mind, my mom's phone is with her. My mom's phone is with her. Hold on, let's tell the truth. Give me a second. So my mom's phone is with her, but she get a text message from my mom's phone. On my mom's phone, well, the text message she got was a period. Period. The dot period. Period. You know, the dot period on her phone. She said 2 something in the morning. I can't remember what the numbers was, but we supposed to go play those numbers at the lottery. 2:56 in the morning. She get a phone text message from my mom's phone with a dot period, which freaked her out. Which freaked her out. You went off the thing for some reason. I don't know why. Which freaked her out to the point she couldn't go back to sleep. So, if she got a text message from my mom's phone, which the phone that she has, how did she get that period dot? She has the SIM card to that phone. You know, I kind of you know me, I gotta sit down and process stuff. When you tell me stuff, it take me a minute because I gotta process everything that's going in my head. How did she get a text message from my mom's phone? First thing I said was somebody must got her phone number. Then I said, did you call the number back? I'm thinking these two things. But listen where I'm at though. When I asked her that, she was like, well, I have the SIM card as well as the phone. So that means nobody has the contact numbers. So they can't just randomly pick my sister and say that with the period. So then we sitting here like, this is unreal. Because nobody just can't randomly just text you from a phone that's sitting beside you that you have with SIM card. And the crazy, not crazy, but the word I'm trying to use. What was the whole thing of the period looked like a dot. But the thing about it is Hold up. Is my mic all right? Let me move it closer. Ooh, can you hear me? I'm Karen. Is it good? So let me finish this part right here, and then I come back and I move shit around. No, you dropped out. Okay. I don't know what I did.
I gotta turn my wish off.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell the truth up here, but I'm gonna mute you for a minute. So, meantime, my sister is like, and my sister's right here in the chat right there. The real sister is my fresh and blood sister. That's who I'm talking about. Um, meantime, she's like, um, this is basically unbelievable because me, I'm the detective. I'm the I spy. I'm like, somebody must did that. And she kept saying, no, because I got the phone, I got the SIM card. There's nowhere in the world somebody just randomly got mom's phone number and can find my name and push dots. Period. Reason I keep saying dot, period, because my mother's name is Dorothy and she go by the name of Dot. And it's like she's trying to say something. She's trying to say something. And it hurts. So I'm glad, the scariest part is not even scary. It's not scary, but the thing about this whole thing is she knows, my mom knew I'm the scary one. Don't you scare me. She always said, I would never scare you. I would never do anything to scare you. Oh, snap. But for my sister, 2:56 this morning, she was tired as hell. My sister was tired. She'd been running around doing things all day yesterday, day before, and she got the grandbaby running around. And she's like, I'm gonna give me some sleep tonight last night. And she said she was awakened by the text message at 2:56 this morning with the period dot, that dot. My mom's nickname is Dot. You know? So say it all. If you see signs, don't ignore them. Don't ignore them, especially if you lost someone. But you know me, I'm like the private investigator, detective. I was like, I'm gonna figure how this happened. I'm gonna figure how this happened. No way in four hells we gonna figure this one out. Because that's me. I'm the one in the family will figure it out. I'm gonna make it sound right, make sure it's right. That's just who I am. Always been. I think I missed the calling of being a detective growing up, but I'm the one that be like, hold on, let's do some investigation and figure this out because things like this just don't happen. But then it does. It does. And Jesus. Now, y'all know we in a townhouse. We in a townhouse. We got bathrooms on all floors, but the main bathroom's on the 3rd floor, where I take a shower and everything. But when I go upstairs, I gotta hit the middle floor before going to the 3rd floor. So I'm in the middle floor. I always go past her pictures. And the first thing I say is, "Hi, Mom. Lord, what the day done did today," And I keep on going, doing what I'm doing. But when I go in the bathroom, my thought process is all over the place. And I look at the mirror because I'll be like, "Ooh, if she writes something on this mirror, I'll never go up there no more." That's just me. She knew not to scare me, But my thought process is, when I look at the foggy mirror from the fog from the shower, if something right on this mirror, our Lord, then sometimes I'll be like, just say something. But then I'm like, no, don't say nothing. Because I'm the scary one. Don't do that to me. I ain't going to sleep for days. I can't do that. But same token, it's like I want to know. Even though I'm a scary, I don't play that scary stuff. I stopped scary movies when I moved out the house of their house. Lisa want to say something. Let me pause this thing. Hey, babe.
Hey, y'all. Can you hear me?
You say something?
Song?
Can y'all?
I'm up. My mom.
Your mic?
It's my mic on the little thing.
There you go.
Oh. Hey, y'all. Okay, I heard it. I didn't really get into the conversation between DC and Soulful T because their grief is fresh and I want to respect that. I've been going through it since I was 6 years old, so I had to just deal with it a little differently. I'm sure to some people it might look like I don't deal with it at all, but I guess I've had time. And even though my mom wasn't sick, she didn't even start taking medicine for her heart condition until I got pregnant with Nick. And but she's always talked to me about death and about people passing away and about I've lived my life, don't stop living your life. She's always done that. And I never know why. I don't know. Maybe it was because of where she grew up or maybe how she grew up. But it was always, this is happening and this is what's happened. I don't know. I think maybe it's because she and my father worked in a hospital. They were nurses and they saw that. I don't know the thought process behind it. But my grandfather passed away. She would always tell me, your daddy in the room in there, so be careful on what you've been doing. I'm like, wait, what? I used to be scared to go in my room when I was a kid. I'd be sitting in her room if the light was off. She always used to tell me, she could see him out the corner of her eye and that he was just watching over her. And I grew up believing that they're never truly leave us, you know? So when Kelly was talking about that earlier, I was like, she was just letting you know she's okay. I see y'all and I'm here. I don't try to apply logic to stuff that doesn't have that you can't go to a book or pull up on the internet or ask anybody why Kelly got that text message. You just have to go on faith that it was meant for her, it was meant for y'all, and it was meant to help y'all. I firmly believe that the people that we love, we are always there. And the people that love us and that are gone find a way to let us know that they're loving us and walking through this world with us, even if they can't physically hold our hand. You know, I cry in silence, I guess, because I've been going through this for a minute. And but I believe that every time I say her name, every time I tell a joke, every time I talk about something, I believe that's her letting me know I got you. No matter what somebody tells you, you the one thing I think I said it before. When I first found out about my heart condition and I was talking about it with y'all all the time, I didn't realize how much Nick pays attention. So I was just talking about it and letting y'all know what was going on and letting y'all know what I was going through, especially in the beginning. And I didn't know how much he was paying attention to our videos until he came and he said something about it. That's why I stopped talking about it. But in that moment, I really couldn't think anything to tell him that would be helpful to him, even though I'd been through it. Even though I'd been through it with my father, my mother, and then my mom passed away. My whole family is gone. My whole small nuclear family, mom, dad, mom, I have my sister, my brother's gone. Everybody's gone but me and my sister that are linked by DNA. So I didn't have any, even with all that, I didn't know what to tell him. So I told him this. I said, I can teach you a million things. I can show you things. You can listen to things. I can't teach you how to live without me. But I can let you know that through this life, the next one, whether I'm here or whether I'm there, I will always be with you. And I guess that's why when we love our kids, we think about that. We think about how much we love them. And how them losing us will hurt them in a way that we can't do anything about. I can get Nick doctor's appointments, make sure he has the medicine he needs, make sure he has the food he needs, make sure he has the clothes and give him love and affection and joy and happiness and education. I can give him bad mom jokes and I can protect him from just about everything. But I can't protect him from that. Oh, am I still on there? Oh, my bad. I believe in the ghosts and the spirits. I believe that they do stuff. I believe that. I don't try to figure it out. I don't try to figure out the logic because at the end of the day, I mean, who you, how can where can I go to figure out the ghost text message or the nowhere? You just gotta believe. You said it yourself. It was a dot. That was y'all mama let y'all know she all right and that y'all gonna be all right. And that she right there with you. As parents, each and every parent that has lost a parent, you know that the one thing that you want for your children is for them to be happy. And it's hard to that happiness is hard to come by after you've lost somebody you love. But it's there. Every time you laugh about something they've said or something they did or a memory, that's that joy coming back. And you can't feel like you're betraying them because you're happy, because that's what your parents want. I know I want, above all else, I want Nick to be happy. I want him to be happy in his life, his job, his relationships, his school. I want him to be happy because joy and peace is sometimes all you have. I want Brittany to be happy in every aspect of her life. I want her to do what she wants to do to make her happy. So if I know that about how I feel about my kids, then I know that's how my mama felt about me. I know that's how your mama felt about you. So I try to do that. My mom died on Christmas Day. So for a long time, I told you when I met you, when I met DC, I wasn't doing Christmas like that. I would go through the motions for Nick. I eventually got a tree. I would make sure he had presents. But I would always go over to my sister's house, my best friend's house. I didn't cook. I didn't do none of that. I took him over there so he could have fun and have Christmas, but I didn't celebrate any of that. It wasn't until after I got with DC, when I got with you, that I started enjoying and celebrating Christmas again. And actually making it a tradition, actually taking the things from my mom that she left with me to bring into my new tradition. And you made me feel like it was okay not to be sad. This topic is a hard topic because even if you're not outwardly sad, it still brings up feelings of sadness. But I know from the person that I married that your mom did an amazing job with y'all. And I know that y'all will get past this to where the grief won't be so heavy and it won't hold you down. And you'll be able to integrate her back into your every day-to-day life. And I promise you to feel better. It takes time. But when you can look at stuff and you go, oh, mom would like that. Or you find yourself doing stuff or saying stuff she used to do. And then you be like, oh, it sounds like my mama. Or you find yourself getting stuff because, oh, my mama like that. Let me get that. Like the shirt you got on. Your favorite color is blue. If you could walk around here blue from your forehead to your ankles, you would. But you find a way to integrate. My favorite color is pink. But I got a purple butterfly on my arm. Find a way to do stuff. And it gets easier. I mean, people don't think that time doesn't completely heal that particular wound, but it does make it better. You still will be able to see the scars, but it'll be closed up. And you'll be able to honor your mom in a different way. Go ahead, Miss Tells the Truth. I'm done. And you'll be able to honor your mom in a different way. Go ahead, Miss Tells.
Good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me?
And you'll be able to honor your mom in a different way.
Can y'all hear
Go
me?
ahead, Miss Tells.
Can y'all hear me? Good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me?
And you'll be able to honor your mom in a different way.
I just came on to show my support and love and you know, and let DC know that I care. And when I saw you breaking down, I just had to come on and show my face and tell you that I love you and I care and I understand what you're going through. And everybody in the chat. And when I saw you breaking down, I just had to come on and show my face.
Mute. You got 2 windows open. Close one of your windows.
Everybody in the chat.
Mute. You got 2 windows open. Close one of your windows.
I'm trying to do it. I don't know how to do this stuff.
Mute. You got 2 windows open. Close one of your windows. You either on StreamYard or Facebook. Close Facebook. StreamYard or Facebook. Close. While she working on that, anybody else want to come up here?
Everybody, I can't respond in the chat, but hey, y'all. Hey, East Dad. Hey, everybody. Miss Kirkland, I feel you. Them holidays with the beast. I didn't see.
Let me see.
I think I did it.
Okay.
All right. I just want to say hey to everybody. Hey, y'all.
All right, go ahead, Miss Tell the Truth.
I think I did it. Do it.
Yeah, you did it. It's good, man.
Well, I just wanted to come on and show my love
Go ahead,
and support.
Miss Tell the Truth.
I think I did it. Do it.
Yeah, you did it. It's good, man.
Well, I just wanted to show my love and support. You know, I understand when I saw you breaking down DC and it just broke my heart. And I said, well, I'm gonna show my face. You never seen what I look like, but now y'all see me. And I just wanted to tell you that I love you and I care. I understand how you're grieving for your mom. I truly understand. I lost my mom as well to COVID, April 24th, 2020. And my husband passed 3 months before her of cancer.
Sorry about that.
And then I had 7 more family members pass after them. My only brother, 1-year-old cousin, a few more uncles and cousins passed too. But I just wanted to show my love and support. This is a touchy subject, and everybody don't want to talk about it with you. A lot of people don't care. And what I learned as being a widow, married people avoid me. They're not my friend anymore. They don't talk to me anymore. I barely have any support. You know, I have a few people, but that's it. But I understand about the hurt and the grief and the loss, especially approaching Mother's Day. I really don't want to face that day because I don't have a mother to celebrate. And my heart goes out to you and everybody else who lost their mother. But I'm going to tell you, losing your mother is a horrible thing. But losing the love of your life is worse because he was the person I shared my life with. He was my best friend for 25 years. He is my daughter's father, my husband. And that one there hurt me more than worse because I was by his side when he took his last breath. I was with him at that moment. And I understand about the spirits and everything. They do communicate with you. Because when my mother passed, a big white light shined in my bedroom. And I said, Mom, is that you? And it was 1 o'clock in the morning. That's how I knew what time she passed. And I said, Mom, is that you? And the light got real bright. And then it dimmed. And that's when the phone rang. And they called me and said that she was gone. But I basically came on here. I don't really want to get into all of that, but because I don't want nobody, you know.
It's okay. It's okay.
But I just wanted to show my love and support. When I saw you break it down, it just broke my heart because I understand. I hate cancer. I hate COVID. I hate all of that. Right. And some days it's hard for me to get out my bed. But I force myself and I pray every day. I say, God, give me strength. Give me strength. And what I've done, I've made a wall. This is my niece. My niece comes and see me every week. This is my beautiful niece, Kamisha. This is my niece, Kamisha. And we lost her mom 6 years ago. So I understand. I know what it is to lose siblings, to lose a mother and father. I lost my father 25 years ago. And it still hurts. You never get over them being gone. You just adjust to them not being here. You just adjust. but it hurts every day. And every day I get up with the reality knowing that my husband is not here. And when I lay down that bed at night, he's not there. And I can't talk to my mother. You know, I used to go to church with my mother every Sunday. Every Sunday, I look forward to seeing my mom in church. And I'm going to tell y'all, I cannot return to my church for that reason, because I cannot sit there without my mother and without my husband. And the last time I went to church was when COVID, right before COVID broke out. It was the first Sunday of March 2020. And I never thought that that would be my last day with my mother. If I had only known, but I know for some reason that day I just kept hugging her when her ride came, because she took paratransit because my mother was in a wheelchair due to strokes. And I kept hugging her for some reason. I didn't want to let her go, but I never knew that a month later she would be gone. I never knew. I wish I had known, you know. So I'm just here to show support and to show love that I truly understand. But being a widow is the worst, because y'all have no idea what I've been through. I've been snubbed and shunned by so many people, even so-called church family. Okay, people who I thought that loved me and cared about me and my daughter, but they show me they don't. They act like if they talk to me, that it's going to rub off on them, you know, that their husband going to die or their spouse going to die. But I'm doing my best every day. I just take one day at a time. I take today, and if tomorrow comes for me, I'll take tomorrow. But my message to you, DC and Lisa and everybody here, just take it one day. When that today comes, you deal with today, however you feeling. And I just want to tell you, you are entitled to your grief. You are entitled to cry, scream, shout, whatever you need to do. You're entitled to that. Don't let nobody take that from you. I've had people telling me I need to go on and get somebody else and stuff like that. No, because that's not what I feel in my heart. My husband is the only one I desire. And you're entitled to grieve as long as you want. And my way of grieving, if you can see behind me, I made a wall of all my family members' pictures. My mom's up there, my husband, my sister, my brothers, everybody up there who I've lost. Because for me, it helps me to see their face every day, because I don't want to forget what they look like. And one thing I've learned, that love never dies. The love is going to always be there. It's going to always be there. So DC, just know that your mother loves you. She always will. And it's okay to cry. If you got to shout, if you got to scream, you're entitled to it. And don't let nobody take that from you, because people will do that. They've done it to me. You know, oh, that's enough. And just to let you know, y'all know my real name is not Miss Tells the Truth. I share the same name with your wife. My name is Lisa as well.
Oh, Lord. Two of y'all.
I'm a Lisa too. Yes.
Two of y'all.
I'm a Lisa too.
Why you tell me that now? I'll be like, no, you can't talk no more.
But, you know, I love y'all. Y'all one of my favorite YouTubers. And I just had to, I said, I'm going to come on this live stream. I have to, because I felt it in my heart to let you know that I'm here. I'm a real person, and that I love you and I care.
Thank you.
And about you and everybody in the chat, I see a lot of people who have grieving. One sister just lost her uncle, and it just breaks my heart, because I don't make it be all about me, because it's not all about me. I'm not the only person who's going through grief and loss. But my grief, I grieve with you, DC. I grieve with Lisa. I grieve with everybody in the chat who's lost someone, because I truly understand. I know what it is to lose a mother, a husband, a father, a brother, a sister, even a 1-year-old baby cousin. I know what that's like. I understand. I know what it's like to lose a favorite auntie and uncle. I've experienced all these losses. And sometimes I felt like I was going to lose my mind, you know, because I couldn't believe it. It just kept coming back to back. Once my husband passed, it just coming back to back, back to back. 9 family members I've lost since 2020. And it's just like it won't stop. And we're here in 2022 so far, thank God, nobody has passed. But you never know what tomorrow or even tonight is going to bring.
Right.
But
every day is not promising.
no, it's not. But I just, I don't want to be a mess because it just touched my heart when I hear you talking and grieving for your mom. It just touched my heart so much because I understand. And the pictures you show of your mother, I can see she was a beautiful lady. And I sympathize with you and your family on a different level. I sympathize with the fact that you lost your mother and the fact that your father has lost his wife. I know what it is to be a widow. I understand what your dad is going through. And my heart breaks for him because I truly understand how he feels, especially when he's all alone. Now, my nieces and my daughter and them, they just all went to Red Lobster. But for me, I don't want to go anywhere. I just don't want to go anywhere. I just don't. Because when I go out, I find myself looking for my husband because we always did things together. And I'm just not comfortable anymore going out. So I spend the most majority of my time at home because I feel most comfortable here because his presence is here. My husband wanted to be cremated. I have his urn right over here to the side of me. And I'm with it every day, and it gives me comfort and it gives me peace. But just know that I'm here for you, and I'm always praying for you and Lisa and everybody in the chat. I genuinely love y'all and care for y'all like you're my extended family, like you're sisters of mine.
Okay, what state you living in? We coming for dinner.
Well, I live in Willow Grove, PA.
You in where at?
I live in Willow Grove.
Okay. Yeah. At least want to talk to you. Hold on.
Hey.
Hey,
Ooh,
Lisa.
Hey. I got a little reverb. How you doing? Thank you so much for coming on and sharing with us. I understand what you're talking about. And anytime that you feel like it is just too much for you to carry, you can always drop it down. It's hard to say stuff sometimes because in your head what you want to say, the feeling that you want to give somebody, but sometimes you can't put it into words.
Yeah.
I can't imagine not waking up next to her. So I get that. But know that you're not alone. Miss Lisa, you're not alone. And even though the people you thought were going to be there are not, that doesn't mean somebody's not there for you. So when you're feeling like that, you know where to go. And you're right. Sometimes you just gotta. I told her, I said one day when she in the car by herself riding down the highway, let the windows down and just scream. People think that doesn't help, that doesn't work, but it does because we never realize all the pent up anger, frustration, loss, and sadness we have built up inside of us that we try to hide from people that we love that are still here because that's the thing. That's the big thing. We sometimes forget that there are still people here that we love and that love us. And we spend so much time trying to hold all that in that sometimes a good scream will do what 1,000 minutes in a therapy office can't do. When you feel like you need to talk about your husband or your mom and dad, do that. When you feel like you need to cry, do that. When you remember when you say something, you sound like your mama, and you just bust out laughing because you never thought that you would sound like your mama. How many times did we sit up there and tell, I ain't never gonna say that, and then find yourself just saying it because it fit right there? You know the crazy stuff your parents used to say.
Yes.
If you jump off a bridge, if they jumping off a bridge, would you be over there jumping off? Mama ain't jumping off no damn bridge. I don't know what. No. But then you find yourself telling your kids, And you may not use the bridge, but you may use whatever's going on. It's okay to be happy. Miss tells the truth. Because you had people that loved you. And like I told her, the one thing that the people that love us want above all else is for us to be happy. If you ever need to talk, if you ever just need to get it off your chest, do that. You can hit us up in the email down in the comments. Hell, we old. Write a letter.
Yeah.
We old. It sounds stupid. I mean, when I say stuff like that, it sounds like little insignificant stuff, but things like writing a letter to your mom, writing a letter to your husband,
Yeah.
all the stuff that you got inside that you feel like you can't say because you can't physically speak it to them, put it down on a piece of paper. All the times that you just sit up there and wish that you could talk to them and hold a conversation with them, do that. These are people that you knew inside and out. My wife can hold an entire conversation with her mama all by herself because that was her ride or die for her whole life, for her whole 55 years. I bet you could hold a whole conversation with your husband by yourself because you and that man was together for 25 years.
I do.
And it makes you feel better. And you can't feel, and I think the one thing that keeps grief fed like a fire is that we feel bad. We feel bad when we're happy. We feel bad when we laugh. We feel bad when we're not being sad because they're gone. But that's what they want. My wife and my sister have been going through it since the passing of their mom. And I know she is trying to figure out a way for them to start working to get to the other side. So I believe in the signs. I believe in the little whispers that you see out the corner of your eye. I believe in the little crazy text messages at 2:56 in the morning. I don't need no explanation. I believe that was, I'm here, I'm good, y'all good. Let's go on to the next thing. So, ain't nothing wrong. Thank you for coming on and sharing.
Yeah.
I felt that you needed to get that out. I felt like you've been holding that in, and it's been killing the insides of you.
Yeah.
So anytime you need to do that, you see us on here, and you ain't got to talk about that. Come on and chat. Say whatever you want to say. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. You know, you mess around real talk, we start talking about one thing, and we'll end up talking about killer clowns. So ain't no telling what be going on.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We do. I'm random. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, y'all will be about Scooby-Doo. Next thing you know, we talking about. There you go. So
I love your hey y'all.
What hey y'all's are like, we'll be talking, me and her will be talking, or I see something on TV and then it'll make my booty itch. So then I gotta come on here and make y'all booty itch too.
Mm-hmm.
But I itch, y'all got itch. Honestly.
Yeah.
But every feeling that you feel is yours and yours alone, but you're not alone. Every emotion, while it may be unique to you, somebody else is feeling it uniquely their way. And now if somebody who's never lost somebody come up to you, I understand. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's just like somebody coming up trying to tell you how to raise your child and they ain't had none. What? Go raise your dog.
I've had that too. They
Go raise your dog. Get away from me.
Right. Yep.
But if you got people out there, you don't feel like that you're an island and there ain't nobody there for you. Because the hand may not be there in person, but sometimes all you need is somebody to listen to you and let you get what's inside you out. So thank you for coming on and sharing what's inside of you. And if it helps you, that's just icing on the cake. Anytime you want to shout out or do any of that, just let us know. You see me on, and you having a day, be like, hey, we got to change subject. I'm like, all right, let's go. I'm quick with the change up.
Yeah.
I would like to think that love lasts. That real love lasts. That love that makes us cry, and it makes us scream, and it makes us want to fight, and it makes us want to scream and fight God. That love lasts. And I hold on to that. And if I hold on to that and I know it's still there, then I can make it through the day. I tell my wife all the time, she can cry if she want to. I just need to know why. Because sometimes, here's why. I just need to make sure that I know what's going on. Because I don't want to keep asking somebody, you all right? What's going on? What's going on? I'm like, you all right? And be like, it's that day. I'm like, okay. Because it's my instinct to not want her to hurt anymore. I don't really want anybody I care about to hurt. Truthfully. Anybody I care about, the mom squad, I feel some kind of way if y'all going through a day. I call Kelly's my sister, not my sister-in-law. That's my sister. I don't want her to hurt. I wish I could flip a switch and make it so that you're on the other side of the grief, but I know I can't. But know that I'm here to cry, to scream, to holler, to cuss. I'm good at the cussing part. I'm real good at that part. I'm really, really good at that part.
You can get the cussing part for me.
I'm really good. I'm really, really good at that part. I'm really good at that part. But, and that time does help. So thank you, Miss Tells the Truth. Thank you for coming in, and thank you, Miss Lisa. Now I know what. Now I can call you. Now I can just say one thing. I be trying to put truth, tell the truth, tell the truth to the truth. I'm like, I don't know.
Well, I
just say truth.
Name. I have that name because I'm known for always telling the truth since I was a little girl. So that's why I'm Miss Tells the Truth. But my birth given name, my daddy named me Lisa, Lisa. Yes.
Well, you go ahead and that's Lisa is there's an E on the front of my name. My mom had a whole thing. She went to France at one point because she was in the Marines. So she wanted to be fancy and put an E on the front of my name. I'm like, nah, okay.
My dad's middle name was Lee, so he named me Lisa after his middle name.
That's what's up. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate my mom squad. I appreciate the people coming through. I really do. Y'all might not think about it, and y'all think we just saying stuff because y'all on here. But when we not online, we laughing about, when you say have a good day on purpose. When you say that, I find myself saying that offline.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, y'all know Miss Tells the Truth, tell us to have a good day on purpose. Or, you know what I'm saying? We find ourselves, even when we're not on here, when we're not being on there, it's like we still find a way for y'all to be in this life with us. And we appreciate y'all, each and every one of y'all. So thank you for coming on. I want to thank everybody for listening to us, because I know that everybody is going through at some point something, some trauma, some tragedy. And it doesn't matter what it is. If you need to talk, if you need that, hit us up. Let us know. Hey, can we talk about this? Hey, can I come on the panel on this? We will give you the floor. We will give you the avenue. We will give you what you need to get to the other side. Because at the end of the day, that's what we are working for. It ain't going to be perfect. but it'll be the life we deserve. Go ahead, baby.
I gotta mute her because we get feedback when we got all these microphones on at the same time.
Well, you get ready to get off. I'm pop it. I'm gonna pop off.
Pop off. All right. All right. Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you guys for coming.